We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Mike 54. Here it comes, here it comes.
Street. Check.
Tighten up.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, he's going to air it out right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, 49ers nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And able to take it past the 25.
Can you hear me, Tom? Yes. I ran what you told me to do.
Up to the 28-yard line.
Scored the touchdown on the play action. First play. Check so you can hear yourself and stuff. Yeah, I should be able to.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Under 10.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to NFASL Football. I'm Thomas Jones, the 4th, here at MetLife Stadium for NFASL Game of the Week between the San Francisco 49ers, who sit at 4-1 on the season, and the 3-2 New York Giants. You see Giants scored early here as Mostert takes the handoff, and he's got green grass ahead of him. Swerving through traffic goes Mostert. He's inside the 20 and brought down at the 17-yard line. Big gain for Raheem Mostert, who's been doing this all season long and at last season as well for San Francisco. Coach Kliko loves to get Mostert involved early and often in the run game, and you're seeing it pay dividends on their first drive of the day. The 1st and 10 inside the 20. First red zone trip for the Niners here. Jimmy Garoppolo from the shotgun on first down is going to throw quickly to his right. It's Coleman. He makes the catch, and he's inside the 5-yard line to the 4 before he's dragged out of bounds, setting up a first down and goal-to-go situation for San Francisco. Same formation here with 7:30 to go in the opening quarter. There's a quick throw out to the left to Ayuk, and he's going to get the edge and into the end zone for the tying touchdown. So both teams open this game with touchdown drives, both impressive ones at that. And we are a Robbie Gould extra point away from being knotted at 7. Kick is up. It is good. So active first 95 seconds of this NFASL game of the week. Both teams scoring touchdowns. We look ahead to the Giants' second drive of the day. So we saw Saquon Barkley get a good open to that game by drawing in the linebackers of San Francisco in that play action throw. Good return here from Brooks as he's going to make Daniel Jones' offense start at the 35-yard line.
Was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
San Francisco coming out here with bodies at the line of scrimmage, trying to stop this run game. Saquon Barkley to the left is going to get to the 38-yard line before a penalty is thrown there, and that's Andrew Thomas, who was called for a hold. Big penalty. Back up the Giants to the 25-yard line for first down and long. Now in first down and 20, it's going to be interesting to see the play calling from Coach Kenny if he wants to continue giving the ball to Saquon Barkley here, or with this long yardage to go, try to get some of the penalty yards back on first down.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
First down, throw, screen pass, Barkley, he's got a block, he's got the penalty yardage back and then some to the 37, gain of 12, and the Giants are able to get themselves out of that early hole from the penalty. Daniel Jones and this New York Giant offense really trying to get the passing game going this year. It's been a very one-dimensional attack for Saquon Barkley. So far, so good for Daniel Jones. He's 2 of 2 for 88 yards and a touchdown. Your second down, it's a handoff for Barkley, and he's not going anywhere. The patented D-line of Coach Colicchio in San Francisco is able to stuff Barkley at the line of scrimmage for no gain, as Nick Bosa coming in from his defensive end position to make that tackle. Great matchup today between the New York Giants offensive line, that left side specifically with second-year pro Andrew Thomas and Kevin Zeitler, versus that Nick Bosa, as well as some of these linebackers on the outside coming off the edge. Third down, 7 yards to go for New York.
Incomplete. He had his hands
Jones is able to get
it.
enough time here. He's hit as he's thrown. This is a lame duck throw. It's intercepted. No, dropped. Emmanuel Mosley could not call it in. But nonetheless, it is a 3-and-out for the G-men. So the 49ers are going to get the ball back here. They scored on their opening drive by way of passing touchdown from Jimmy Garoppolo, second-year pro Brandon Ayuk. And this one's a fumble, and the ball does roll out of bounds. The Niners costly there, able to save possession. Didn't call a fair catch on that play, as you saw, and the consequences almost caused the Giants to get the ball back. San Francisco will start at their own 13-yard line, so backed up here on their own end of the field. Giants not one of the better defenses in the NFASL. They rank 27th in total defense against a top 10 offensive attack from Coach Colicchio. This is going to be a good matchup to watch. Play action, Garoppolo going to throw a tight end screen to George Kittle. Love to see him getting involved early, but a great play, and I want to emphasize the word great play right there, made by Dexter Lawrence at the 12-yard line. In order for a D-end or D-tackle like that to come off, make a tackle on the slippery George Kittle, it's an impressive play. Second down, another play action. Garoppolo's got plenty of time in the pocket. He's going to roll out to his right, throw on the run, and hit his man in stride. It's Dante Pettis. He is off to the races, and he's gone. 88 yards for the touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with one of the better throws of his career, best throw of the season, in stride to Pettis, and the Niners have the lead. An even 5 minutes left in the first quarter. From MetLife Stadium, the Giants now trail for the first time this evening. Week 6 action from NFASL. You take a look at some of the earlier scores today. Most notably, the Cincinnati Bengals taking care of business against the Chicago Bears at home, winning by a final 31-14. As this kick was punted out of bounds, or kicked out of bounds. Interesting there. I guess the old X button wasn't working for Coach Colicchio as that kick sails out of bounds. So, costly penalty, in my opinion, as now the Giants are going to set up shop at their own 40-yard line. Great field position, down by 7. So now trailing for the first time today, New York has yet to get a yard on the ground. Only attempted a couple of runs with Barkley, and it's been pretty much shut out thus far. Play action. Jones is going to look to throw on first down. He's going deep down the field. He's hit as he's thrown. This time it's intercepted. It's Dre Greenlaw. He's running down the right sideline out of bounds at the 40-yard line. The game plan for San Francisco is paying off right now as they are forcing Daniel Jones to beat them with his arm. He threw a touchdown on the first drive, but the last two drives he's seen some pressure as you see a couple of San Francisco Niner front four there get home. Garoppolo, who just threw a touchdown pass in the last drive to Dante Pettis, gets the ball at the plus territory here at the 40-yard line. Taking his time is Garoppolo at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. It's a screen pass against the blitz. Good play call. And a shoestring tackle is made by Dexter Lawrence. That's the second time we've seen him make a big play that stopped a would-be screen. Earlier in the game on that last drive, he stopped George Kittle, and this time stopping the speedster Raheem Mostert. So far, Dexter Lawrence is playing lights out at his position. 2nd and 8. Garoppolo back to throw. He's got all day. And he's looking. He buys time, and he tries to throw to Kittle, overthrows him. Led him just a hair too much down the left sideline. That's his first incompletion of the day. And it will bring up 3rd down and 8. Now in this situation, the Giants are a team that like to send pressure on 3rd down. Let's see how the Niners will respond here if they want to just run the ball plus territory and possibly go for it on 4th, or if they're going to try to go for the first down here. We'll see. Jimmy G sending his man in motion there before getting the snap on 3rd down. This time he's going to go down the right sideline, and it's picked off. James Bradbury, the standout corner, making the play and returning it to the 26-yard line. The Giants and Niners both turning the ball over on consecutive drives. Now the Giants are going to take over the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 for Daniel Jones. He threw a pick on the last drive, looking to rectify that here. It's a handoff, Barkley, and he's brought down nearly at the line of scrimmage by Nick Bosa at the 29-yard line, so it is going to be a gain of 3. But for Saquon Barkley, that's a loss right there and a win for the Niner front 7 to hold him to 3 yards on first down. 2nd down upcoming here as Jones is going to take the pistol formation here. He's going to change formation as the play clock is now down to 2 seconds. And they get it off in time. Daniel Jones back to throw. Here comes pressure up the middle. He's going to have to throw it away. And no, he throws back over towards Trey Burton, the tight end. I didn't see him there. It looked like that Daniel Jones had nothing doing, but he was able to check it down to Burton, and they get a big 5 yards there. And most importantly, Jones is able to avoid the sack there. Now a 3rd down and 2 yards from the 35-yard line. This is Saquon Barkley territory right here.
On 3rd and 2.
Shotgun formation from New York. Back to throw is going to be Daniel Jones, and he's looking for Barkley, overthrows him. Had him for the first down yardage, but Daniel Jones unable to connect with the Penn State running back. So out comes Dixon for the punt. And he really gets into this one as the return by Pettis is made at the 21-yard line. He spins and is brought down at the 29 after a nice gain of 9 yards. So after both teams throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, the Giants this time going 3 and out, and the Niners looking to extend their lead up 14-7. Take over here for the 29. Handoff left, Mostert. Great play as Mostert is brought down at the 29-yard line for no gain. It's Mario Davis making the tackle. The free agent acquisition from New York, one of their big signings in the offseason. 2nd down, 10 yards to go from the 29-yard line. Jimmy Garoppolo under center.
Here's a toss play right to Mostert.
We're having a buffer for a second here as we're back, and Garoppolo's going to toss to the right. It's Mostert. Great blocking there as Mostert gets to the outside, makes a man miss, and is out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Great play call there. It was a gain of 8 yards. You saw Kyle Juszczyk as well as right tackle Mike McGlinchey able to set the edge there and create space for Mostert to run through. 3rd down and 2 now for the Niners, as we're now in the last minute and a half of this opening quarter. So far, we've seen a couple of great throws from these quarterbacks that aren't necessarily known for their passing ability in this NFSL game of the week. 3rd down, Garoppolo with 2 running backs in the backfield alongside him. He's going to throw here. He's going to look for, I believe that's Tevin Coleman, who does get the first down as James Bradbury brings him down at the 40-yard line, but not until the Niners continue this drive, moving the chains. So the same route that Saquon Barkley ran on 3rd down and 2 for the Giants, only difference is the Niners were able to execute and complete that pass. Here comes pressure as Garoppolo's going to throw, and he's got George Kittle, the security blanket and star tight end of this Niner offense. Great to see his second catch of the day. One of the things Coach Kliko does struggle with is getting the ball to Kittle with regularity. He's the lone X factor on this offense, and is one of the hardest covers for linebackers and safeties in the NFL. So definitely try to get the ball to that man as much as you can. He's going to make guys miss after he catches the ball. He's a great run blocker, which plays into what this San Francisco offense wants to be. They want to be a power running team. They want to run you through a wall. And you see Mostert here, gets the blocks. He's got the perfect angle for another touchdown. This one from 47 yards away. And on cue, this Niner rushing attack hits pay dirt. Extra point attempt now by Robbie Gould. Make this a 21-7 lead for the Niners, and it's good. 20 seconds remain in the first quarter. Giants now find themselves down 2 possessions after jumping out to the 7-0 lead early. Need to get the offense going here before it's too late. Brooks is going to take this kick from the back of the end zone, and his back foot will step out of bounds there at the back of the end zone. So the ball will be placed at the 25-yard line, and Daniel Jones, along with the New York Giant offense, will return to the field. Saquon Barkley under center here from the Wildcat formation. Takes the snap, he's going to keep it, and he gets to the 32-yard line before he's brought down. There wasn't a lot doing on that play. Again, the Niners did a great job of showing a lot of bodies at the line of scrimmage and not providing those rushing lanes for Barkley to get loose. That will be the last play of the first quarter. So when we head to the second quarter, Giants will be in a 2nd down and 3 from the 32-yard line. 21-7 our score for the NFSL game of the week. Here's a handoff left. It's Barkley on the inside zone. That's the New York Giants' patented play, but this time it will only get a yard as Fred Warner makes the tackle and sets up 3rd down and 2. Not enough can be said about how this Niners defense has done on Saquon Barkley through 1 quarter. Yes, I understand this is a long game and a long run can break off at any time in this Madden. But you got to give kudos while you can. 3rd down, 2 yards to go. Daniel Jones threw an incompletion last time on this exact same down and distance. Let's see if they decide to just give it to Barkley.
That's going to set him back 5
Adjustments
yards.
here made at the line of scrimmage with 1 second left, and that's a big penalty. Delay of game on Daniel Jones. He wasn't cognizant of the play clock, and it cost them 5 yards. That's going to back them up to a 3rd down and 7 from the 28-yard line. So now you lose the pass or run option from that 3rd and short. Now 3rd and 7. See what they do. Hands it off Barkley. He gets the first down. As you saw the formation from the Niners, almost that dollar 3-man line formation where the running lanes are available for Barkley. And good play call from New York to get the first down. It's back to line of scrimmage they go. They're going to run a hurry-up offense now. As you see Daniel Jones making some adjustments at the line of scrimmage. Here comes a token pressure from the outside. It's a drag route complete to Sterling Shepard. He jukes out 3, count him, 3 49ers before he's brought down by Quan Alexander and was brought down by the face mask. So add 15 to that scamper from Sterling Shepard as you saw the beautiful one-cut juke to get through 3 defenders and into San Fran territory at the 36. Handoff, Barkley left. Juke back to the right, and he's brought down at the 33-yard line. Barkley, 6 carries, 22 yards in this first half. Great job again done by the Niners on that play. Second down, 8 to go. Empty set this time for the Giants. Barkley out wide to the left. Throw over the middle for Burton. It's overthrown and it's intercepted. Intercepted by Emmanuel Mosley, who dropped one earlier today, and this time he gets the pause on the ball and gets the turnover. Daniel Jones, his second interception of the day, and he had his man open. I said it was Trey Burton, but that actually was not Burton. But irregardless, you see Mosley coming over and making a just outstanding leaping interception. We see that animation a lot in Madden, but it was a nice play there for Mosley. First down, 10 from the 10-yard line. He's checking motion. Garoppolo's going to hand this off to Mostert. He breaks the first tackle before he's brought down at the 13-yard line. So Raheem Mostert is already over 100 yards from the ground today in just this first half on a mere 6 carries. Giants are one of the teams that really struggle against the run. I know you're thinking to yourself, who doesn't? But one of the worst rush defenses in the NFASL. Throw is almost intercepted. James Bradbury jumped on that comeback route and almost cut it off and picked it off. However, it falls to the turf, the ball does, setting up third down and 6 from the 13. Big play for the Niners with 6:28 to go in the second quarter, trying to get some breathing room here as they're kind of backed up in their own end zone on third down. Garoppolo back to throw. Again, plenty of time. He's going to go for Mostert. He drops in a bucket throw. Nice pass from Jimmy G to Mostert. Hits him at the 46-yard line where he's brought down. Another beautiful pass. As you see, the coverage there from the Giants was pretty good there, but the pass was just superior. First down, 10 from the 46-yard line. And now Jimmy G is back under center after completing that third down. Completion to Raheem Mostert. This time they're going to try Mostert to the left side. They got a touchdown on this last time. And this time it's going to be a good gain for Mostert to the 38-yard line of New York. And he's up to 129 yards rushing here in this first half.
Takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 38.
San Francisco up 14 points here in the NFASL Game of the Week, looking to extend it here even further. Garoppolo over the middle. He's got Kittle, who absolutely makes mincemeat of that safety at the 18-yard line before he's brought down. Another catch for Kittle. It's his third grab of this first half, and really dominating is this San Francisco offense. They're getting anything they want right now. Inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line of New York. Garoppolo from the gun here on first down. Comes pressure from New York, and this one's almost intercepted. The second dropped interception on this drive by the Giants. They got to be kicking themselves. I know Coach Kenny is going to bring this up at the end of the game. Second down, 10 to go from the 18-yard line. Red zone offense of San Francisco, one of the best in the NFASL. They convert 8 out of 10 times for an 80% conversion percentage, with most of those being touchdowns. So when they get down to this area of the field, the Niners are one of the better teams in the NFASL at punching it in for 6. Here's a throw out to Pettis, who had the touchdown earlier. This time he ain't going anywhere. James Bradbury made the tackle. Again, a bubble screen concept there from that bunch formation. Tried to get a couple of blockers out in front for Pettis, but they both were unable to track down Bradbury. He came up, made the tackle, and it's now third down and 12.
As we step aside here in this second quarter.
Timeout called by San Francisco on third down. Garoppolo did not like what he saw there from the Giants' defense, so they're going to go back to the drawing board here with 4:05 remaining in the first half. San Francisco's at 4-1 on the season, looking to continue their pace to keep up with the Seattle Seahawks as well as the Arizona Cardinals. It seems that these three teams are often going to be in consideration to win this division. Garoppolo back to throw. He's looking for it all, and it's incomplete. But hold a second. There is a penalty. It's on Alex Anzalone, the former New Orleans Saints. And the pass interference happened in the end zone, so the ball will be placed in the 1 yard line. So first and goal, San Francisco. See what they do here. They're going to hand off left to Mostert, and he's stuffed in the backfield. Dexter Lawrence again making his presence felt here, as him as well as his friend there, I believe that was Dalvin Tomlinson, made that tackle. And it is now 2nd and goal from the 4, so loss of 3 there. This time Mostert handoff right, and he's going to find the end zone. He ran right through Logan Ryan to get to Paydirt, and Raheem Mostert has another rushing touchdown. It's his 2nd of the day. 1 for the extra point is goal to make this 28-7. I want to go back to some of the trash talk that was said between these two coaches in the pregame conferences during the media session this week. Coach Calico said that Shooter would never beat him in this Madden, and that Coach Kenny has no ability to run the ball on him. And so far, both of those statements have rung true in this first half, as Brooks is prepared to take this out of the end zone here for the kickoff, and he's creamed at the 22-yard line. Big hit. And the Giants will begin their next drive, and Daniel Jones is looking to just complete some passes here to a receiver, as his last 2 out of his last 3 drives have ended with an INT. San Francisco's dominating on both sides of the ball so far, as Barkley again not going to find a lot of running room. He's averaging just under 3 yards a carry. Excuse me, just over 3 yards a carry. For Saquon Barkley, a guy that averages close to 8 in a normal game, this is the definition of shutting down a run game as we're approaching the 2-minute warning here. Second down, play action. Daniel Jones looking over the middle. He's got his man Slayton in stride, and he's brought down at the 41-yard line. That was a much-needed connection from Jones to Slayton. I talked about how Saquon is being stifled in this run game. Good to see that the pass game there was able to make up for it and get to the game. New York at the 41-yard line of San Francisco here with 2:21 to go in the first half. Errant throw from Daniel Jones. I think he was looking for Barkley out of the backfield, but to no avail, as that pass was an incompletion. We saw both edge rushers there, both Bosa as well as Armstead get there. And it's 2nd down and 10. This one knocked away. You saw Bosa this time drop back in coverage, showing the versatility at the DN position. Great play there to absolutely force Daniel Jones into another option. You're seeing him try to force the ball to Saquon Barkley any way he can, as he's not able to have success running the ball thus far, and the Giants are struggling to get in the ball in the passing game as well. The Niners have game planned really well for Saquon Barkley thus far.
Check 56. Hey, 60 Eagle. Check 50. Check 50.
3rd down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Daniel Jones is in the gun here as Saquon Barkley trails him to the right. Giants taking their time here. They're going to hand it off to Barkley on 3rd down and 10, and he's going nowhere. 2-yard gain for Barkley, and this is starting to become a common theme as the Niners front 7. This time Quan Alexander was the culprit making that tackle, but their run defense has been disciplined. They're maintaining gap responsibilities, and they're making sure that Saquon Barkley cannot get to the outside. So here comes a field goal attempt for Graham Gano, and it is good. That was a deep one. That was 56 yards out. And it does stop the bleeding a little bit for the Giants as they're able to finally get back on the board after the Niners had scored 28 unanswered points. Giants now trail 28-10 to San Francisco. Minute 56 remaining in the NFASL Game of the Week, live from MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Jimmy G back to throw. This is a screen pass for Mostert. And this time he's going to be brought down for a loss of 2. Alex Anzalone read that play really well, made the tackle at the 23-yard line. And it is now 2nd down and 12 yards to go.
2nd and 12 after the first
The
down
battle of
pass
these two
play
running
went
backs, Raheem
backwards
Mostert's the
for
one
2
having all the
yards.
success today, as Saquon Barkley only has about 27 yards of total yards from scrimmage today. 2nd down, 12 yards from the 23-yard line. Garoppolo from the pistol set. He's got 4 receivers out here as Mostert in motion.
Before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Garoppolo looking for Kendrick Bourne, and he makes the catch. What another beautiful throw. And we're going to tack 15 more yards onto the end of that play, as Leonard Williams was called for roughing the passer at the end. So we've seen Jimmy Garoppolo dropped straight at a bucket.
So now a fresh set of
And now they
first
were
and
going to
10 after
operate
roughing the
from
passer.
the New York Giant 44-yard line. The other thing this penalty does is it stops the clock. It was able to save a timeout for the San Francisco 49ers, as they only have 2 here in this first half. Play is going to be flipped here by San Francisco. They didn't like what they saw on one end, so they're going to try to run it to the left here.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
You can motion, play action.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Garoppolo is rolling to his right. He's going to just dump this off to Kittle, and he takes a shot at the 39-yard line. And a timeout is used by San Fran with a $1:08 to go. So 1 timeout left for the 49ers. Giants still have all 3 timeouts remaining.
2nd and 5 now.
I'm not too sure, down 28-10, if you want to use those timeouts on defense here, or if your goal really is just to not give up any more points.
And this time not quite to the 30,
2nd down, 5 yards to go for the first down. And the handoff up the middle for Mostert, and he gets the first down before he's stuffed at the 31-yard line. Another big hit, but Mostert's able to hold on as Xavier McKinney made that play. Under a minute to go in the first half. Giants are down 3 possessions to the 49ers, and the Niners are in New York territory. Garoppolo from the gun here on 1st and 10. Quick throw over the middle. It's Kittle. It's caught, and he's inside the 5 before he's wrestled to the turf at the 3. And the Niners are going to use their last timeout with 38 seconds to go.
Here's Mostert.
So now 1st down and goal from the 3-yard line. Giants are in a very dubious situation here. Mostert to the left, and he breaks the first tackle and works his way into the end zone for another San Francisco touchdown. He has a hat trick here, folks, in this first half. 3 touchdowns on the ground. Robbie Gould for another extra point. That's his 5th of the day. And San Francisco has opened a can of whoop-ass here in this first half. It's 35-10. Giants getting the ball back here, 34 seconds, and all 3 of their timeouts still at play. But they have to feel demoralized after scoring a touchdown on their opening drive of the game and now seeing their lead not only evaporate but turn into a 25-point deficit. Brooks again going to take this out and is brought down at the 20-yard line. Not much room to go there, and 3 seconds come off the clock for the Giants. So with 31 seconds now remaining in the first half of the NFASL game of the week, Giants are going to try to get to field goal range at the very least on this drive. Touch pass to Slayton, and that's a great tackle from Fred Warner. You see the sideline-to-sideline speed that he possesses, able to stick it with Darius Slayton and make that tackle before Slayton was able to stick his foot in the ground and cut upfield. 2nd and 6. Now down to 10 seconds. Quick throw to Slayton over the middle, and it's incomplete. Draped in coverage that time by Marcus Williams. And that's the big free agent acquisition from San Francisco. And we're now down to 7 seconds in the first half. 3rd down and 6 yards to go. Saquon Barkley held to 27 yards so far. Might get a carry here to end this half. He does, and he will get to the 30. And that will be the last play of the first half. So about 30 yards for Saquon Barkley in that first half. That's really been the story as we look ahead to the second half. Giants are going to kick the ball off to San Francisco. They will receive the second half kickoff. Niners defense has held Saquon Barkley and the New York Giants to just 10 points only 30 yards, excuse me, rushing for Saquon Barkley, and only 1 catch for him as well out of the backfield. So game plan for San Francisco was eliminate Saquon Barkley, and they have done the best job that I've seen any team do this season against Saquon Barkley thus far. Graham Gano for the kickoff, Dante Pettis at the goal line to return. Takes it out of the end zone as Pettis. He runs straight up the middle and is tackled at the 26-yard line, where Jimmy Garoppolo and this San Francisco offense will begin their second half attack. So they have a comfortable 25-point lead here. The Niners are the type of team that when you get a lead against, when they have a lead against a team, it's really hard for you to get back in the game, especially how effective this run game is. Mostert already has 3 touchdowns in his first half, over 150 yards rushing, and with this carry to the 32-yard line, he's actually up to 147 on the ground, and that was a gain of 6 to set up second down and 4. Giants have tried almost everything to shut down this, not even shut down, but just try to contain Raheem Mostert, and they've been unable to do so here. This time they're able to make the play as Anzalone again comes down from his linebacker's position and administers a nice hit on Mostert. So now they're down in 5. Still a situation, if you're the San Francisco 49ers, you're content with. You didn't get the yardage you wanted second down, but it's still third down and manageable. You can still call really almost any route here to get the first down. Motion comes Deebo Samuel. I really haven't heard his name today. And Garoppolo looking down the right sideline for the Kittle, and it's a tippy toe catch, toe drag swag, if you will. And Kittle is going to put the San Francisco offense at the 36-yard line. And Jimmy Garoppolo, for the 4th time today, has thrown a beauty of a pass. First down, 10 yards to go from the 36-yard line of New York. Here comes pressure. Again, going for Kittle, and he makes a diving catch. He was unable to get up in bounds and run in for the touchdown. It would have been a walk-in touchdown if Garoppolo was able to throw a little bit more accurately there. But nonetheless, the San Francisco 49ers are now in 1st and goal yet again. Handoff. Mostert looking for his 4th rushing touchdown, and he's not going to get it. Down at the 2-yard line he goes, as you saw Mostert trying to just weave his way through those run blockers and get into the end zone, but the Giants are there to corral him there too. So, again, this red zone offense by San Francisco has been perfect today. Let's see if they can continue it. Another blitz, another throw, another touchdown for the Niners. It's Brandon Ayuk's 2nd of the day. Jimmy Garoppolo has 3 rushing touchdowns himself, passing touchdowns, and Raheem Mostert has 3 on the ground. So been a balanced attack today from San Francisco. Really been the goal of the 49ers this season, is to be a more balanced offense, and we're seeing it today. And this game, for the 2nd game of the week in a row that I have called, at least, has turned into an absolute rout. So we are looking at a 32-point deficit for New York. Trailing in this game since this first quarter, essentially. Really haven't been able to get anything going offensively. Defense hasn't been able to shut down San Francisco. They've been able to do anything they want on both sides of the ball. This has just been total domination from the Niners.
They trail offense, first time to touch the ball, and
Daniel Jones is going to try to do something offensively here, as Giants offense has just struggled since this opening drive of the game, where they got down the field pretty easily. But since then, they've been stifled. And you see yet again, Barkley averaging 3.6 yards a carry today. The NFL average for yards per carry is around that right there. So that should show you, and we've seen what the bad averages are. Again, I'm going to continue to bring this up until the cows come home, but as you see Slayton try to take that screen pass, he's not going anywhere either. This Niner defense is doing one of the best jobs we've seen against Saquon Barkley. He's defending MVP of NFASL, and he's not looking anything like that today. They're down. Throw for Jones to Slayton. It's caught. That's the best throw of the day from Daniel Jones by far, and it's going to convert the first down to the San Francisco 46-yard line. That's their first down since early in the second quarter. Really goes to show you how great this Niners defense has done today. Comes pressure from the 49ers, but there's a wide open Trey Burton, and he's going to go out of bounds at the 23-yard line, but not until he gets a big gain to the first down, and the Giants are now approaching the red zone at the 23. Giants have not been this far down the field since that opening touchdown drive. Jones trying to get out of the pocket. He does. He's going to take some yards on the ground, makes the first man miss, but he loses the football. It is recovered by the 49ers. No, I take that back. It was recovered by the Niners, but then they fumbled, and Andrew Thomas was able to fall on it, and the Giants are going to get a first down and 10 off of that. Wow, what a interesting thing to happen in Madden. I haven't really seen that in a while. A double fumble there. Both teams lose possession. Giants get the ball back, and now a new set of downs. So first down, throw, end zone, touchdown. It's brought in by Darius Slayton. So the Giants have something they can feel good about offensively, as Daniel Jones was able to throw that touchdown pass. Saquon Barkley still not really getting into the offense here. And if you're forcing the Giants to pass to beat you, that's an absolute win. Nonetheless, the Giants are now trailing by 25, so it is a 4-possession game halfway through this third quarter. Pettis on the return breaks one tackle, breaks a second, and he's finally dragged down at the 30-yard line. That play had the makings of something even bigger. Pettis was able to break a third tackle, but unable to do so, and out comes Jimmy Garoppolo in the Niner offense. First down, handoff. It is to Mostert to the right side, and he's going to be lassoed at the 34-yard line. A little bit of a jump type of tackle right there, as you saw the aggressiveness from the New York Giants, sending some pressure here. As James Bradbury has been incredibly busy in the run support game today. In motion as the Niners are battling with the play clock. It's now under 5 seconds here. Handoffs on the stretch run to the right to Mostert. He's going to get close to first down yardage as he tumbles on top of Deebo Samuel. I don't think he got there, and he does not. Back to the line of scrimmage come the Niners very quickly on 3rd down and 1 from the 40-yard line. Looking to just continue to milk this clock up 42-17. In the second half here. Back to throw is Garoppolo, and he throws an interception. Lorenzo Carter is going to take this the distance for a Giant touchdown. And don't look now, folks, but that may have opened the door for the Giants to get back into this game. An extra point by Graham Gano would make this an 18-point lead for San Francisco. But just moments ago, it was 42-10, now 42-24, as we are still in the third quarter, 2:37 remaining. Niners with a very costly pick six there. I thought they were just going to run the ball in 3rd and 1, but they did a little bit of outthinking right there. Tried to throw the quick out route, and Lorenzo Carter in his own coverage was able to diagnose it, jump the route, and take it back for a house call.
Ready to get this next drive.
See how that affects Jimmy Garoppolo's confidence. He's played really well today, with the exception of those couple interceptions, with that last one being the biggest bugaboo pick of the day. First down handoff, Mostert, and he's now going to get the Barkley treatment as it's brought down the line of scrimmage. But you can see his stats pale in comparison there, with the 17 carries, 159 yards rushing, and the 3 rushing touchdowns. Whereas Saquon Barkley does not have a rushing touchdown, nor does he have 50 yards rushing. He's only at 30.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Second down. Throw to the left. It's to Ayuk, and great play there by Jabril Peppers to fight off of the block and to push Ayuk out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Third down, 3 yards to go. Big opportunity here for the Giants to possibly get off the field as Mostert takes this run to the left, and he's not going to get there. Great play that time by Leonard Williams, and the Giants are going to force a 3-and-out. First punt of the day for Wisnowski. Goes to show you how great this Niner offense has done today. Is in the second half, your punter is out for his first punt. To return, this is Brooks, and he's going to be tackled by his left ankle at the 25-yard line. So with 58 seconds to go in the third quarter, live from MetLife Stadium, we're looking at the NFASL Week 6 game of the week. Giants, the 49ers here. Throw to Burton there is caught, and he will be brought down at the 28-yard line for a short gain of 3 yards. That's Trey Burton's third catch of the game, 32 yards in total for the former Chicago Bear and Philadelphia Eagle. Daniel Jones. Back to throw, and he had to throw out a sack there. He had a receiver open, it appeared, but he didn't have the time to make the connection, and now it's 3rd down and 7. So you talk about what impact a pass rush can have in a football game. You saw it right there. It's in an obvious passing situation with the Giants down 18 points. Coach Kliko is content with sending a little bit of pressure as well as letting those front four have at it. 3rd down and 7 from the 28-yard line with 19 seconds to go in the third quarter. Jones. Play action, and Nick Bosa is all over Daniel Jones. He did not fall for that play fake and was immediately in the backfield. As you see a timeout called by San Francisco. That's a curious one at the least. I would think that you want to save your timeouts for next week, honestly. I don't know if you need them in this game, but they're going to call it. And here's the punt by Pettis. The return by Pettis. Breaks a tackle, and he's brought down at the 20-yard line. There is a penalty on the rookie, Paulson Adebo. And at the 37-yard line is where they will be backed up. The officials marked the ball there officially. And one play separates us from the fourth quarter, as this is a handoff to Mostert and a gain of 4. So with 9 minutes left in the NFASL game of the week, the Niners are trying to hold on here to their 18-point lead. The score is 42-24 Niners. Mostert having himself another day at the office. Really typical for him to get over 100 yards rushing as he jukes this one back, and a great tackle made right there by Jabril Peppers at the 47-yard line. If Peppers does not come home with that tackle, Raheem Mostert would have been off to the races and gone for another touchdown. So instead, the ball will be marked at the 47-yard line of New York. More clock is coming off here as the Giants are trying to get this ball back desperately, but now are facing another 1st down and 10 for San Francisco. Garoppolo's going to turn and hand it off to Mostert again. He's got great blocks, and he's going to shed a couple of blockers and work his way to the 39-yard line before being brought down by a host of Giant tacklers. 2nd and 2 from the 39-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive
Garoppolo sees something he likes on the line of scrimmage. He's going to hand off to Mostert, and Mostert's brought down at the line of scrimmage, but he rolls towards the 37-yard line, tried to reach for the 1st down, but was short. 3rd down to inches to go for the Giants. For the Niners. Possibly, if they don't get this here, would go for it on 4th down, but we'll find out if that will be necessary. Handoff, it's Tevin Coleman finally getting his first action on the ground game, and he gets the 1st down. So Coleman's been active in the pass game, catching passes for Garoppolo, but This time he's coming in for the tired Raheem Mostert, as you saw that earlier in the drive broke off that nice 16-yard run.
That is going to be a story they'll talk about after this.
Garoppolo, another first down and 10. More clock comes off here for the Niners.
And not much running room.
They're not going to snap this ball until that play clock's within 5 seconds at least. It's the handoff to Mostert. He will run right into Alex Anzalone at the 32-yard line. And on 23 carries, Raheem Mostert is just having a monster day. There's really no other way to put it. He's playing high-level football for this San Francisco team. And Kevin Coleman in here, and he's going to get a good run here. He breaks 2 tackles before he spins and is downed at the 20-yard line. That was a dazzling display of athleticism from Kevin Coleman. First down and 10 from the 20-yard line. We're now under 6 minutes to go here in the NFASL game of the week.
All runs on this drive so
For the New York Giants, they're unable to mount a comeback tonight. They will fall to 3-3 in the division and will come second place behind the Washington football team, who are also sitting at 3. Mostert to the left. He's not going to find much success as he is tackled at the 17-yard line.
And the offensive line,
and we're getting closer to the 5-minute mark in the fourth quarter here.
So from the 17, here's second
and from the 17-yard line, the Niners yet again find themselves in the red zone. They can do no wrong when they get thus far towards the end zone.
It's Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this
Garoppolo
time
patiently,
the line
of scrimmage, is going to toss it to the right. Mostert's cracked at the 21-yard line by Logan Ryan. Not often do you see a cornerback make a play that Logan Ryan just did. Having to set the edge is one thing, but being the guy to come up and have to make the tackle is a lot easier said than done. Logan Ryan was able to do exactly just that. They're down 10 yards from the 21-yard line.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something.
Field goal does not help the Giants. And this is incomplete. Was looking for Ayuk, who's caught a pair of touchdowns tonight. This time he's unable to make the reception. And out comes Robbie Gould. This would make the score 45-24 and make it a 21-point game. So from 38 yards out, the kick is good. 4:19. Excuse me, remaining in the fourth quarter. Yet again, you see the Niners having some issues with their kicking game as that kick sails out of bounds, and the Giants will begin their next drive at the 44-yard line. So already the ball will be placed near midfield. And the Niners are going to look to try to get off the field defensively, get an interception to turnover of some sort, and start running this clock. And if you're the Giants, you have 4:19, you have 3 timeouts. I think you need to score within a minute on this drive for it to be something that gives you hope that you can get back into this game.
And he'll throw right away.
See the coverage is the defense from San Francisco show here as you see bodies brought a scrimmage on first down. Jones is going to pass. He's going for it all. He's got his man. It is incomplete. Mosley in coverage on Slayton. I didn't see Mosley at first. I thought that Mosley was running. Slayton was running by himself, but Emmanuel Mosley was able to make up that differential and separation and knock the ball away. Second down and 10.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's
Jones, quick pass to the right, and it's to Slayton. This time he just doesn't catch it. That's a pass that Darius Slayton needs to make, as that would have been good enough for a first down. Instead, we look at a 3rd down and 10 for the New York Giant 44-yard line.
So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Line to gain is the 46-yard line for New York. Trying to maintain first place of the NFC East are the Giants. 3rd down and 10. Deep pass, it's caught. It's Slayton. This time he makes the catch. He's inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. ran that deep crosser route right there against the cover 4 coverage, and was able to find the soft spot on the right hash, and has put the Giants inside of the red zone. So I mentioned you need to score within a minute here to have a glimmer of hope. Let's see if they can do it. As Barkley takes this to the outside, and he's not going to find anywhere to go. Another short gain, this time 2 yards. And Saquon Barkley has just had a horrible day today. 45-24 is our score. Giants are trying to make this more interesting as they're down 21 with the ball at the San Francisco 12-yard line. Second down, 8 yards to go. Daniel Jones is going to look for the run. He's got the block, and he went out of bounds at the 1. I thought he would have had a walk-in touchdown there as Barkley did a great job of lead blocking for him, but his agility took him out of bounds. His momentum, I assume, as well. So first down and goal. Motion is Slayton. He's going to take the jet touch pass into the end zone for a Giant touchdown, and now the Giants are down just 2 possessions. It's 45-31, pending this extra point, of course. And the extra point by Gano is good, so it is now officially San Francisco 45, New York Giants 31. And a timeout's called by San Francisco as you see the onside kick from New York. They were not expecting it, were the Niners. This time they are. And yet again, the operation for New York Giants trying to recover this onside kick that the Niners are able to field, as Brandon Ayuk there to bring the ball back to San Francisco's possession. And with 3 timeouts, 2:54 to go, the Giants are going to have to start using them here. And if you're the Niners, few first downs will put this game away. So there's the first charge timeout by New York, as Mostert was only able to get to the 41-yard line for a short gain of 3 yards. Now second down and 7.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants 35.
Garoppolo looking to hand off to Mostert. He is close to the first down yardage as James Bradbury coming down from his corner spot to make another tackle. He's up to 6 tackles on the day. Third down and 1 for San Francisco. Last drive, they were able to convert third downs a couple of times on that drive and culminated a touchdown. Third and 1, Mostert outside. He's got the first down and more inside the 20. Cuts it back before he's finally dragged at the 16-yard line. Raheem Mostert, closing in on 200 yards rushing at this point, is just on a mission, folks. And that's a 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter here at MetLife Stadium. The New York Giants trail the San Francisco 49ers 45-31. And they're going to call their second timeout with 1:58 remaining in the half. Excuse me, in the game. There's a handoff left to Mostert. He's going to get to the outside. No, he's brought down. Nice contain that time, and the last timeout has been called by New York. As Mario Davis is getting his money's worth today. That was his 5th tackle. So, third down and long from the New York Giants 22-yard line. A run here would be enough to salt this one away. A field goal would make it 3 possessions. Mostert breaks off the first tackle and is brought down after a short gain of 5. But most importantly, he held onto the football, did not turn it over. And here comes Robbie Gould for a chance to put this game away. From 34 yards out.
And they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
San Francisco looks to let this play clock get down at least under 10 seconds before they're going to attempt to snap. That would put the play clock... And this one's blocked! He kicks it and it's blocked! It is recovered by the Giants! And there goes Dalvin Tomlinson! He's being chased by Gould! And he's brought down! I'm sorry, that was actually Ryan Fitzpatrick, the former Miami Dolphin, made that tackle. My goodness, what a turn of events here. And now the Giants have the ball down 14. They still need a lot of help. They need a touchdown and then an onside kick, but that is an amazing play. Jones is going for it all here, and it is incomplete. Almost intercepted there by San Francisco. but instead it will be an incompletion as 2 feet were not, possession was not made there by the Niners. Jones back to throw, and this one is intercepted. What a leap and interception by Quan Alexander, and now we can finally put the nail in the coffin on this one. So the San Francisco 49ers torment the New York Giants, and an interception is a fitting way to end the struggles for this Giant offense this evening. Hand off to Mostert, right? It looks like Coach Kliko wants to get some more yards here, as he's going to get to the 48. As you see, Mostert, 31 carries, 240 yards rushing, and 3 touchdowns. Should be the last play of the game. We're under 35 seconds to go. And yes, here comes Garoppolo in the victory formation. He's going to take the knee, and that'll do it. San Francisco 49ers are going to improve to 5-1 on the season. And the New York Giants will take another loss, and just like last season, after 6 weeks, they will be 3-3. So, looking ahead, we have a lot of good games left in this week for NFASL action. Ravens are going to be playing the Browns this week. The Packers also in action, the 2 remaining undefeated teams in NFASL. So for the entire crew and the 2 opponents here, I'm Thomas Jones IV, wishing you all a good night, and we will see you for the next game of the week sometime soon.
Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss here will move them back to 5.
Hey, Tom.
What's up, man?
Playing my game right now.
Who are you playing this week?
Broncos.
Ooh, that's a good one. I saw that he beat Steph last week, and
Oh yeah.
Steph got shut out by the Browns too.
Oh wow. He got shut out. Wow.
23-0. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't even think Kenny got 50 yards rushing in that game.
Jeez.
Yeah, Kliko absolutely shut it down. Hard coffee and beer, the ultimate double fist. Hell no. What the fuck? No. Not happening, dude. The best kind of blue moon. A fin du monde. Ooh. A pretty nice Belgian style triple ale. Yeah.